Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol DRYS. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes worth of time. So while this here may look like several days worth of time right there, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I did this analysis quite a bit last week, and with the shipping companies just still being a lot in the headlines and such, wanted to get things updated. And party just seems to be that much more over, especially because of the opening portion of the day. Again, each one of these represents 30 minutes. I bring that up because check out all that volume that occurred during the opening 30 minutes this morning. Opening 30 minutes, and the price was actually looking very, very solid. And then from there, the price essentially just rolled back over and bled and bled and bled the remainder of the day. So not a very good, it was a good start in terms of the price making good upwards price action. There was a ton of volume, but absolutely zero continuation, zero follow through. As like I said, the price rolled over and then essentially has closed as low as it's been, in a couple weeks. So the big thing going forward, really in my mind, at least in my opinion, is revolving around that pink line there, which is the 200 period simple moving average, meaning the further the price separates to the downside of that pink line, just the more and more proof it becomes that, yeah, the party's over for the shippers, and it's pretty much game over for the time being. It's still somewhat within the range, but any sort of further separation tomorrow, like I said, that's just more and more proof that the game's over. And why do I say the party's over? Well, if you think about it, where was the price before all this happened? Well, the price was back in this area of the chart right here. And I'm assuming I'm stating the obvious when I say that, but if the price drops back inside of this range, where everything, where it all started, well, price is going back to where it all started. It's not a sign of any sort of continuation. It's not a sign of any sort of continued strength, right? It's just price is back to where it all began. And that's just not a sign of bullishness any way you slice it. So we'll see what happens with it. There's still a little bit of leeway before that happens. But, if it gets down below the $5 mark, then as far as I'm concerned, back to the drawing board, and the party is totally over. The one reason I'm being a little bit kind of walking on my tiptoes is because these have been so crazy. You never know. Maybe something happens and all of a sudden these things burst back to life again. So I'm not willing to say that for sure the party's over, just because you got to give credit where credit's due. The Bulls have been very crazy on this one, so maybe they have something in store, but we shall see. But as it stands right now, price is separating from that 200 period, so the price needs to at least try to level off at some point. One of the most popular questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together this free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then by all means click right there to get access to the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and like I say, it is free. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.